started up.
All right. Get Proverbs 1:20 and Proverbs 8. All right. 8, man. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, as always, when all praises, honor, and glory.
To Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakakudash.
I'll give double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone. We taught us his truth and we teach the correct doctrine. And we got to keep pushing that correct doctrine because we're coming to the time when a lot of these guys that are teaching these other doctrines, they're going to be getting put out there. Okay? So there's going to be certain prophecies that come to pass that expose these other false Israelite teachers. Okay, and we want to give a sincere shalom. We elect out there teach his truth. In all honesty and sincerity, these last days, these trying times, okay? It's literally a week from now. What is a week from now?
January
the
1st.
Celebration or observation of the Roman god Janus, okay? Which the Roman god Janus is where you get the month January from, okay? Everybody's going to be looking forward to 2024. And it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a good anticipation to see what Apostle Tahar coins 2024, man. Because we saw a lot of things happen in 2023, and a lot of things that happened in 2023, okay, is going to carry on into 2024. You know, like the whole Israel and Hamas situation, okay, the pushing of digital monetary system, okay, the pushing of AI, the whole Russia-Ukraine thing is still going on.
And Iran is threatening to block off the Mediterranean Sea.
So we're going to see a lot of the things that have happened in 2023 carry on. Well, we could say that the seeds were planted in 2023. Carry on into 2024, man. You know, we were talking about that Civil War movie that's coming out. You could already feel that coming. You got Donald Trump being kicked off the ballot in certain states. These rednecks are furious over that, man.
Which that could cause like a
Yeah.
that could cause chaos because you know he has a very strong support system. So by him being kicked off these ballots in different states, that could cause many uproars, or it could cause people to get pissed off and do certain shit. You know.
Yeah, because Biden wasn't even supposed to be president. That was a corrupt election. Technically, Trump was winning that.
Yeah. So the Most High put him in there, but I get what you're
Con.
saying. Yeah.
But you know,
Trump
people,
was pissed.
you know, they feel that they still.
Bring out Proverbs 1 and 20.
Trump said
first.
it was rigged. It was tight.
He was tight.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the
Right.
openings of the gates.
Right, wisdom is crying, man. You know, telling y'all to get ready for what's about to hit. Okay? Should no Israelite group be telling you to get caught up in the midst of this shit, man? All right? You're if you have any spiritual sense, your what do they call it? Your fight or flight syndrome or whatever mechanisms in your mind should be kicking off right now. Okay, your antennas should be up, man. You should be anticipating chaos. Okay, because just like it says in Daniel 12, it's going to be a time unlike any other. I mean, what if this Civil War movie really does come to pass, man? I'm not talking about the movie, but the actions inside of it really do come to pass, and things start to get shut down or limited or rationed, or Esau Edom has to resort to extreme measures to restore order. Okay, you're going to need the Lord to get you through those times, man. Okay, you're not going to be able to get yourself through those times, man, because all these other people, they're just actors in the movie, you know?
It says, in the openings of the gates, in the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge?
Because a lot of people scorn and they hate knowledge, man. Okay, they hate the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. They hate that these things are coming to pass. Okay, because they don't have a spiritual sense.
They hate this message too because
Yes.
they want to be comfortable. So this message kind of spoils their comfortability, if that's a word. It spoils their comfort. I'll say that. You know, the things that we say, it spoils people's days. They don't want to hear it.
It pops
But it's
their
the
bubble.
truth.
It pops
Yeah.
the bubble, man. Because they can see it happening now. You can't ignore it now.
And the bubble that they live in is a fantasy bubble. It's fake. You know, like after the CV hit, people was trying to walk around like they weren't bothered, but they really weren't. Because they was trying to gotta get back to normal. We gotta get back to normal. So they was trying to play like things were normal, but it really wasn't.
Can I get a
It's a
precept?
fantasy bubble.
This the book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verses 12. For the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
And that's what this word does. It pierces your spirit. If you wicked and a righteous man says something, it offends you. That's because you got them spirits on you.
And even though a lot of people who claim to be these true Bible believers, these so-called Christians, when they get hit with the word, when they hear the real truth of the Bible, it messes them up. You know, like on the issues on the Momo people. Okay, that God loves everybody nonsense, man. That whole God loves America. You know, they got all these pastors with the American flags in the background.
Talking about you supposed to love your country.
Me and the individual, I'm cool with him. You know, he got a zeal, but not according to knowledge. I got into it, and I got so motherfucking mad I had to walk away because he tried to bring the Constitution. He tried to bring America and the Constitution and put it together with the scripts. I'm like, is you motherfucking serious? You talking about a motherfucking Constitution? The Constitution wasn't even made for us. We was in slavery when the Constitution was made.
Isaiah 34:16, none shall want her mate.
Yep.
Like, what are you talking about?
These scriptures, they stand alone, man.
Talking about America. And I'm like, dude, all right, man. I had to walk away. I said, I had to walk away.
You was vexed.
That's the type of guy that, if you try and bring out scriptures about women, because that's the new thing in Israel now, that only men are going to be in the 144,000, which is the truth.
Yeah.
You got teachers out there trying to sneak women into the 144,000.
No, the Lord made the great multitude because there's 144,000, but then there's the great multitude. And the great multitude is going to consist of men, women, and children. All right? It's just levels to the elect. It's levels to the elect.
There's an order that was being set up, man. It's Captain Tazariak going out there saying that women are the strongest thing besides God.
That's madness.
That's absolute madness, man. Like this is fundamental stuff, man. This is Hebrew Israelite 101, the order that the Lord set up.
Yep.
Okay? He deals with order, man.
And it's a tabernacle of men.
Even in his ministry, he has order set up. In the household, there's order set up. In the new government that's about to take place, there's going to be order set up.
It says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit into you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof.
Well, hey, we were discussing on the way here also. When that time comes and somebody's knocking at your door, you're going to have to get cold with them, man. Because now is the time when they should have been receiving the counsel and the reproof.
Right now.
Yeah.
And that's why the Lord willing, that's why Yahweh Shai is going to have favor on us. Because we was doing this when the world was so-called in good standings.
Right.
So when shit hits the fan, the Lord will be like, well, they've been doing this. When they really,
We've been praying. We've been calling upon him. We've been repenting. We've been examining ourselves. You don't want to repent and examine yourself when shit is already too late.
It's too late, yo.
That's what hypocrites do. Like if a nigga go to jail, he'll pray to the Lord, please, Lord, I'll never do it again if you get me out. And then he get out, and then he go being a nigga. I know too many.
Because when bad times come, they should seek him earlier, and that's what Jake do.
Yep.
Like if there's a fire, that's when you gonna call on the Lord.
Yeah.
Somebody died, or a bill need to get paid, or God, please, I hope this go through.
You gotta praise the Lord when things are going good for you too. That's a big ass.
Good and bad.
Salaki.
This is real quick. This is John 4:48. Then said Yahushua unto him, except ye see signs and wonders, ye will not believe. Okay?
You gotta
And some
believe it
people,
to
they
see
the
it.
signs and wonders, and they still don't believe, man.
Yeah, because the signs are signing. If the signs are signing more than ever right now, you can't help but see it. And that it's something you could feel it in. You could really feel it in the air, like you could
Yeah.
feel it.
Yes.
It's like shit is not good.
You, yeah.
And I mean, and even on a kernel level,
Damn, that is a
Esau Edom is throwing it out there. It's like, all right, we go throw out some hints. We go let y'all know what's finna go down, and if you go get it, you go get it, and if you don't get it, that's on you.
He also knows that people are stupid. Even though people are, a lot of people are waking up, but there's still a lot of stupid ass people out there. You can throw it in their face and they still won't get it.
Esau throw it in our face
He shows you all the time.
repeatedly.
Sleep in plain
He
sight. That's what it's called.
he has to show it. He has to tell you.
And that's why he calls a lot of these people useless eaters, man, because they got no wisdom, man. That's why he puts that stuff out there. It's part of his belief system that he's supposed to tell you what he's gonna do. So when it does happen, you ain't got no fucking excuse.
It's like one of their commandments type shit.
It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me.
When they ain't ate in 2 days, God, please. Jesus.
The scriptures say, my people shall be willing in the day of my power.
Psalms
Okay?
110.
People always like to wait until the last minute to sneak in. You know, just like with Noah and the ark. Okay? Everybody's going to be trying to sneak in at the last minute. You know, right before them chariots show up.
Like they've been there.
And in that day, because you said Jesus, in that day they're gonna be calling on that name, and it's gonna be nothing's gonna help them.
The Lord shall laugh and mock them, right? We gonna be like, call on Jesus.
Yep.
Call on your God.
Yep. Judges 10 and 13. Go and
They hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices.
All right, so the Lord's just going to lead them aside and let Satan take them over, man. Be led to their own devices.
For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whosoever hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from the fear of evil.
Well, hey,
And that's a gift.
prosperity of fools, man. That's going to be when there's no resources or no ability to provide or sustain yourself. You know, people are going to start moving up the food chain. They're going to think that that's going to be what's saving, going after those that have. Well, the Lord's going to put a spoil to that, man. Because what, you're going to have billions of people all going after the elites? Well, the elites already got that planned out. They're going and hiding.
They already. The elites already put up. They got their armed guards. They got the security down compounds.
And what if you do get some shit, man? You know, then you're going to have everybody else after you. It's going to be every man for himself, pretty much.
It's gonna be a dog eat
You know?
dog world.
And you Americans, especially, you're not ready for that kind of environment, man.
Hell
Y'all have been trained to be soft and fickle and used to comfort. And then you got all these fat people that say, oh, just go up into the woods and into the mountains. Your fat fucking ass couldn't survive a week in the damn wild, man.
They fat ass can't even go on a half an hour hike on a trail.
real, yeah, that's real shit. Yup.
And even then, see, the Lord is very clever, okay? He's got a way that you won't escape, and that's the nuclear missile. So even if you manage, okay? There ain't gonna be. The only way to get out of this is through salvation.
Yes.
Through Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
The straight gate,
It's the only way.
repentance,
It's the only way, man.
I got a precept.
hope, faith.
Go ahead, then I'm gonna bring this up.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 18. When I said to the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life.
And that's what we do. Okay? Go ahead.
The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hands.
Right. We go and we warn these people to get the blood off our hands, man. Because if we don't, then that's what's going to happen. Okay? We're going to have blood required in our hands. Okay? Hey, what's the main thing? What's the main issue? The sea hip, right? That's been the topic of debate since we came to the truth, and it still is today. Okay, that's going to be that final test. That's going to be the thing that shatters all the men who claim to be Israelites, man. That's going to separate. That's going to cause serious separation, man. And your leaders, okay, scriptures say, leaders of my people cause them to err.
False prophets.
All those false leaders out there, okay, they're going to have to answer to that.
Yep.
You'll be looking, oh man, I spent my whole time in the truth listening to this jackass, General Johanna, and Snake Oil Nate with his phony ass fucking Cheshire cat smile. Okay? He's got that Jewish businessman smile, man.
And I noticed Tazariak and like certain members of other Israelite camps, they be on like certain podcasts like No Jumper and other
We go to a lot of different platforms.
worldly platforms.
Fuck, you need all that?
Yeah. But you notice you don't ever see men of GMS on them worldly platforms.
We don't need to.
Yeah.
Look at what dealing with the House of Conscience did to them guys. It screwed them all up.
And now look
Those guys are nothing but a bunch of scam artists.
and look where their leader at. In prison.
In prison.
Anyways,
Okay, this is the verse 19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul.
right, getting blood off your hands. Okay, so you got two choices. Hey man, the Lord always gives. It seems like when you read these scriptures, the Lord always gives men two choices, man. You could either do this and die, or you can do this and live.
Yea or nay.
That's why a lot of men, like the scriptures say, are confounded by the simplicity that is in Yahweh Shai. It's really simple, man. A lot of the things in the scriptures are yea or nay. Because anything other than that is evil.
That's why you got to make sure you teach the complete doctrine, because if you lead Jake astray, then that's blood on your hands. If you tell Jake to do something that's off, that's blood on your hands.
Hey, Christmas is tomorrow.
That's all.
We done told them about that. They want to still continue.
Jake don't celebrate Christmas till the missile.
Niggas said no Santa laps and shit. This shit is crazy.
But I've heard people in the world even say
Oh my
how it
goodness.
don't feel the same.
Yeah.
It don't. Because the Lord is destroying the idols in this place, man. I noticed, man, a lot of people ain't doing all that serious shopping.
Yep. I heard a lot of people say that.
And a lot of these Christians will say, "Oh, Lord, there's not in the Christmas spirit." Well, hey, first off, they ain't got the money. And second of all, man, the Lord is putting that spirit on these people to say fuck this dumb shit. Because Christmas ain't done nothing for anybody except make you broke.
I mean,
Give them a fake, feel good spirit, man.
you know, because I work at the store and you could just see people forcing it. Like, you know, they coming in like walking also like, damn, I
Ain't nobody really decorating.
gotta buy some gifts, man. The kids happy, but they sad.
Sad and broke. This happened a couple days ago in Russia. A man dressed in a Santa Claus suit plunges to death in botched stunt as wife and kids look on. He was all the way up on like a parking building, and he was climbing down and fucking fell to his death trying to climbed down the building and bring the kids gifts and fell to his death while the kids and his wife looked on.
I was pissing my
Wow.
coworkers off all week, man. 'Cause I was doing prep work, and whenever a Christmas song would come on, I fucking shut the damn radio off for like 10 minutes.
Think of
They were
this.
getting mad.
The identified climber was attempting to rappel down the side of a 24-story residential building to delight a crowd below when he lost his grip. Doing silly, goofy stuff. That's goofy. Why is you climbing down a 24-story building
It's the Christmas spirit.
in a Santa Claus suit?
Thought he was Spider-Man saying,
It was Saint Nick.
Ain't had no ropes attached to him or nothing. You at least think it'd be some kind of safety net.
These people will go all out for it. Some
Something
ridiculous shit
stupid.
for Christmas.
You don't eat that, but I want to
This is
Stupid.
well, whoever perished being innocent.
Right.
This is Isaiah 19:1. Well, hey, at least he ain't gonna have to go through the Civil War.
Right, that's true. That was kind of mercy then,
Isaiah
technically.
19:1. The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift clouds, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved in his presence. And we can see that going out right now. Okay? Halloween didn't have the same vibration it used to have. Turkey Day didn't have the same vibration it used to have. Christmas, New Year's probably ain't gonna be shit either. Okay? The Lord is bringing down that wicked vibration, man. And a lot of these simpletons, they could see it, but they don't understand why. Okay? Understanding is the important point, man.
eat. They just know it doesn't feel the same.
Yeah. It doesn't feel like Christmas no more.
And what it
A
is,
bunch
we-
of adults acting like little fucking children, man.
and we serious. We look down the line. In other words, we look into the future. We look at the case scenarios. We look at all of that. Play things out in our imaginations. These people not considering. They're not taking the thought that uncomfortableness is coming. You might have to go a day or two without eating.
Longer than that.
You might have to go longer than that. You might have to go a day or two without water. You might have to go a week without washing your ass. Certain simple stuff could really make you uncomfortable. Not being able to take a shower, not being able to brush your teeth.
Because Americans, honestly,
Right.
Americans deserve that
real.
because y'all have been oppressing and looting and pillaging, being the hammer of the whole earth
Mhm.
for so long. You've put a lot of other countries through that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a lot of that, like the brother holding the phone to record, or hey, even the phones in our pockets. Then they were showing they were on Joe Rogan's podcast showing what people have to do to get the materials for the fucking battery. Man, those people were in slavery. They basically need to enslave these third world countries to give you these
To have the pleasure.
to have the pleasures and the
These
comforts.
delicacies. The stuff they have just to get the stuff to make chocolate.
Yeah.
I seen the video on that. It was basically showing Jake kids, they slaving.
Slaves.
Like they chopping jungle, right?
Just to get that sweetness to you.
And we just getting up and going down the store and
Getting it.
just grab it.
So because you live deliciously, it's gonna come back on your head, man. You know, working all day for a fucking bag of rice. And the heart of Egypt shall mount with it, and you can really see that, man. The American spirit's gone. The American dream is gone, man.
This shit done.
And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, getting into that Civil War movie, man. The Lord is going to set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Okay? The two sides fighting over a fucking phony choreographed election, man.
Yeah, right. Friends shall fight like enemies. Your best friend.
Yeah, yeah. And,
And-
brothers keep pressing this. Yo, don't trust nobody in the Matrix. You can't trust nobody in the Matrix.
Right. They could be potential agents.
Yeah, if they're not in the same book as you, they're not on the same page as you can't trust them. You cannot trust them. If they don't believe in what you believe in,
They're all potential agents.
you can't trust them. Anyway.
And I will set
And that goes for family. Family, your homie you grew up with, a girl, all of that. You can't trust them.
is Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city.
And it tells us in the Apocrypha that the reason why those things are going to happen is because of lack of bread.
Great
You know, a man
tribulation.
shall have no pity upon his neighbor for the lack of bread, water, basic necessities. People gonna try to kill each other over. They showed you that in the book of Eli, when shit like chapstick was valuable.
Right.
Fucking chapstick. You got some chapstick? Oh shit! This shit was like having a $200. You know, certain things, when product isn't available, certain things become super valuable. You
Yeah,
know?
but he had cat oil.
Yeah, just weird shit.
Yeah.
Shit that you wouldn't even think about right
Say
now.
cat oil, it
You
works
know,
the
you
same.
use a chapstick today, it's like I get another one. But and then you never know what it could be used for. You know, yeah, it was like cat oil or something.
Yeah.
Hey, you might find a bar of soap or something, and a woman
Yeah.
want to give you
That was
give you some
valuable in
box
that movie
for it.
too.
Yeah,
That was valuable in the movie too.
Oh, he got soap.
Yeah.
The woman going, oh my
You chopping the
goodness.
soap up, selling the soap in chunks.
I ain't getting into the chapstick, man. Like, you ain't got no, you know, when you're malnourished, that's one of the first things that happens is your skin dries the fuck up, man. All the moisture your body tries to conserve. Your hair starts falling out, or it takes your moisture out of your skin and saves everything for the vital organs. You know, so that's going to be happening on a large scale, man. Hey, in fact, let me get that in, let me finish this verse and I'll get that in, was it Lamentations 4?
But I said because those things just bother you, like your dental, your shaving bumps, you know, that's why
It's something as simple as
like them things
regular
bother you.
hygiene. Oh, you can't brush your teeth, you can't shower, you can't put on deodorant. Simple stuff. Especially with women when they had that time of the month.
Oh my goodness.
And you can't just go to the store and go get a tampon or pad.
Can't wash your socks.
You're not gonna be independent that
Socks
day.
gonna be hard as hell.
And that causes a lot of disease.
Yeah.
From filth. and germs.
Overgrowth of bacteria.
That's how MRSA starts through mold growing on your feet and that, you know, bacteria in your feet works its way up through your body.
Go ahead, because I still want to read these.
Okay. City against city and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. So instead of coming to us, that's what everybody's going to be looking for, man. Those witch doctors and the elites and all that, man. The influencers. They're all
Yeah, the
those witches.
influence.
Andrew Tate ain't gonna have the answers in that day.
Right, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Or not.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 1. It says, woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of satin and hair. Beware your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire in the stubble when it has begun to burn?
That's right. Once that fire is kindled, man. Well, hey, Yahushua said, I have come to send fire upon the earth. What will I be if it already be kindled? Once a fire starts, it's hard to stop. Okay, because it just keeps gaining and gaining and gaining steam, man.
Kind of like a volcano.
Until it's run out of its fuel source. And the only way it's going to run out of its fuel source is when those nuclear missiles are done burning, man. Okay, so there's a lot of fuel. There's a lot of wood. There's a lot of stubble to be burned up in this
You
place.
just brought up the volcanoes. They go be erupted.
They're erupting right now.
It
Be
says,
a lot of plagues coming. A lot of people killing each other.
he shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly be beaten to powder at his presence.
Right. Well, hey, that's a metaphor as well as a physical. You know.
The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. But that's those missiles, all right? They're gonna go from, that's why they're known as ICBMs, because they can go from one continent to another. So that's how those arrows are gonna be shot to the ends of the world.
What is it? 30 minutes by land, 15 by sea.
Yeah, because I was listening to the brother GMS Get This Work. I know his name too. I just forgot it. It's lucky. But he did a video recently, and it had the sounds in it, the and then when you hear that shit, and then they had the dude come on TV, and he was saying like, yo, no, this is not a test. Such and such Russian missiles, such and such missiles from China will hit in 25 minutes, seek shelter. Yo, when people hear that shit,
Oh my God.
That's gonna be music to our ears.
And it's pre-recorded.
Yeah, it's pre-recorded. Yeah. What are you gonna do in 25 minutes when you know the missile is gonna come? Where you gonna go?
Can't go nowhere.
What the fuck you gonna do? That's why the Lord said he got to get us out of here by the way of the chariots. Because nigga, if you got 25 minutes and they telling you to seek shelter, where the fuck is the average person gonna go?
Yeah.
Where you gonna go? Nigga, in your basement?
It's a shelter.
Those 25 minutes go for like 5 minutes. Probably less than
And
that.
not
30
to
seconds.
Not to mention, it's gonna be fucking chaos.
People gonna be going crazy.
Trying to run, do this and do that. Where you going?
Don't think you finna stop at the red. Everybody gonna be stopping at red lights and stop signs. It's gonna be
You ain't even gonna be able to drive around on the damn
This
car,
nigga
man.
telling
It's
you
gonna
to
be so
seek
crowded.
shelter, knowing damn well you ain't got no bunker. It's quiet. The only people that's gonna get out of it is the elect. We just gonna have to pray. Yahweh Shem Yahshai Baba Kushai deliver me, and he's gonna deliver. You know? And he telling niggas to seek shelter like they got somewhere to go
Right.
from a missile.
Well, hey, there's a lot of experts that say
Nuclear
that,
missile at that.
there's a lot of experts that have come out and said that the conditions after those missiles hit are going to be so bad, you might as well just die in it.
Yeah.
You know,
the radiation, the storms.
even if you survive, it's going to be so
Yeah, you
bad.
ain't coming. Yeah.
Yeah, cause
That's why the Lord, Salaki, that's why the Lord going, once he gives us new bodies and we come back down, we gonna be straight. We can, how you gonna come back down in this body? The Lord beam you up, you come back down like this.
Oh my
as
God.
soon as you hit the earth, you go get sick. You get dropped back down in this body,
Yeah.
you go get sick.
You gotta have new bodies, man. Because we're gonna go throughout the earth and then we're gonna establish order, pick out the elites. They gonna think they got away somehow. Nah, nigga. Here come Jake.
Knocking.
Jake. Do.
It's gonna be, oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
man.
They gonna feel that.
Well, Salakia, it says, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled. Oh, did I already read that? The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward. Even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? So when Ezra was seeing this vision, he was like, damn. Because the Most High gave him a crazy vision, a crazy portion of the Spirit to be able to see these things. He saw the missiles,
Yeah, he had to fast,
you know?
for 7 days to well, each pretty much every other chapter in Second Ezra says Ezra fucking fasted for 7 days, and the Lord gives him a vision, and then he chills out a little bit, and then to receive another vision, fast another 7.
It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death.
Beginning of famine and great death.
Whenever
So we're all dependent upon the grocery store, right? What's going to happen when the trucks can't deliver the shit to the grocery stores, man?
Yep.
that's 2 days, but it'll be a day.
Yeah,
Hours.
it'll be 3. When
Hours.
CV-19 hit, We seen how the grocery stores got. You went to the stores, there was nothing in there.
Matter of fact, it's light right now.
This time last year, when they had the snowstorm in Buffalo, people were breaking in the stores and looting the stores, and that was only over a weekend.
Right. So the food supply stops. People not gonna be standing in line trying to pay for their stuff.
No.
People already stealing.
And you can't really grow your own food because the seeds that they sell out there are engineered to only last 1 or 2 generations.
Yep.
And then when somebody finds out you're growing your own food, your ass is fucked. You're a target.
Right.
We used to see that when we was younger. We used to see people have gardens and things. You don't see that anymore. You know? It says, the beginning of wars and the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils, what shall I do when these things shall come? Behold, and Jake is done. That's an old bottle.
He heard famine and great death.
You gonna be at church all dressed up tomorrow.
And this is what's gonna happen. Behold, famine and plague,
Get in touch with Jesus.
tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Right.
But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of their scourges. So all these things are going to be taking place, and niggas are still going to be wicked. People are still going to be wicked.
All of these signs. Still
Right? So that shows you that people are going to be wicked till they die, till they're judged.
These signs make the men in this truth tighten up. Because we like, oh, it's about that time.
Because I know me
It's fearful. These fearful signs.
Yeah. I don't want to get burnt up in a nuclear war. You know, I don't want to get swallowed down by martial law. I don't want to die by the way of hunger. I don't want those things to happen. So, seeing that the Lord gave me this truth and gave me the ability to see, it's only right that I praise Him and follow His ways. Because
The Lord's supping with you.
it might seem like to some people, it might seem like what we're saying is never going to happen, but this world is ending. Esau's world is ending. We can see it. You know, so these things that we're saying it's going to happen because the Lord said it was going to happen. And how the hell can you actually go into a book? At this point, this shit is like pictures to me, not the shit. The sweet sugar honey iced tea is like pictures because you can open it up and you can just see it. We're reading it, but it's like you're reading a picture book.
Right.
You know, we come across the scriptures with the missiles, and you can just see it, man. You know? And Esau's coming out with these movies like we said. He's putting it right in your face. You know?
And not to mention, we got history to look at. And there's a lot of dark times in history. The Lord said it should be like no times like ever before. And we already know we know this is a violent, corrupt world already, and we know it's gonna get worse.
This is Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. Okay? So,
Hey, goodbye. Come hold this for 1 second.
You gotta think about that, man. You know, when you're pining away, you're wasting away down to nothing. We're getting into when there's a scarcity of resources. Okay? Skin starts drying up, your hair starts falling out, your nails turn brittle, your eyesight starts messing up. You know, you become dehydrated and really fucking irritated and shit, man. You know? You pine away. You become more susceptible to disease.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get fits of rage. Eventually, once you go a while without eating, okay, you get thoughts of cannibalism. Okay, that's something that we haven't really touched upon lately. Is the
Right.
whole the cannibalism that we used to talk about that, man. Cannibalism is gonna make a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's gonna make a comeback just like disco.
And they already conditioned the people because they put human flesh in
Yeah.
the food. So you kind of already conditioned to when there ain't no food, and you already kind of conditioned to do those type of acts when that time comes.
And it's so crazy. You'll hear a Babylonian say he'll eat a human before he starves.
People say they'll eat. These people
They'll say it. I'll eat a human.
It was a Ephraimite that came in the story yesterday, and this nigga was looking for a particular piece of the pig. He had me go get the meat department manager because it was none out on the thing, so he wanted the meat department manager to go look in the back for the certain part of the swine, because he wanted to make it that damn bad.
Probably the feet.
That's why the Lord said that in Isaiah 66, man, those eating swine's flesh. Because the nigga, I don't see it on the shelf. Hey, man, could you get the manager for me? I'm going to see if y'all got it in the back. But a nigga won't go that hard for the Lord.
He went to great lengths so really
You won't go that hard too.
Yeah, because Ephraim loves swine, man.
We did that with lamb for the Passover, man.
But that's righteous, though.
Exactly.
You know, like, yeah.
After that,
I mean, even if it was like for a piece, if he did it for like a piece of beef, that wouldn't have been bad, you know. But niggas, it's the point that it was swine, man. You got to go get the manager so he could look in the back, because you wanted the certain part of the swine.
find the chitlins.
You know, you just going off, man.
That's flesh. Flesh.
And then he bragged about how he was gonna cook it if we had it. I was gonna cook that thing up, man. I thought the nigga was looking for a job. He looking for some swine. That's what I thought. He's like, yo, could you get the manager? I'm like, you trying to get a job. He looking for some damn swine. I would never went and got him, man. You know? Yeah, I was pissed off when I found out what he wanted them for, man. You know?
Got me helping.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody like that deserves to pine away.
Yeah.
And they will pine away, man. Okay? Because the Lord don't have to just take you out right away, man. He's going to make you simpletons suffer, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's going to be a lot of shit that happens before you eat a missile. See, a lot of people don't
Oh,
consider
yeah.
that. There's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be a lot of hell that you got to pay for before you even eat a missile, before the coup de grace.
Yep. And I always put it as the series of events that's going to take place before that. Because the missiles is really just the grand finale. You know, after you bake the cake, you put the icing on.
You could be laying on the damn ground, your whole family's pretty much fucking dead, and your ribs are all showing, and you still got to eat a missile.
I mean, these bodies is weak. Like, look at the technology that's now going. Lasers, super soldiers, all types of different missiles, chemical warfare.
Mm-hmm.
It's too easy for you to feel much pain. Like a building could fall right now. That's alone. That's gonna be right, you know. Like, but these people not considering.
Yep. And his brother brought up how he's looking at his family already dead. It's more painful to watch people you love suffer. Because sometimes you don't even think about yourself. You don't even be worried about yourself. You be worried about people you love. Like, example, it could be your kids, a mother, a brother, sister, whatever. You know, family member, close friend, whatever. And you watching them die and suffer, and you still alive. That's pain. Even regret. Now you sitting there thinking, watching all this go down, like, I should have did this. I could have did this. I got the warnings. I got the signs. That's pain. Regret is pain. You don't want to take things for granted. You don't want to take life for granted. You don't want to take days for granted, and you don't want to take the opportunities to get right for granted. If you could get right, get right.
You don't want to take the Lord for granted.
Yeah. Ultimately, you don't want to take the Lord for granted. There you go.
He can spew you out of his mouth.
Yeah. Don't take it for granted.
Yeah, that's why the fear of the Lord is gonna be our treasure, because that's the only thing we got.
I'm going to read this again. Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. The hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of the You know, well, hey, that we don't even have to explain that. Cannibalism. Okay? Children being the meat of their mothers, man.
It's definitely not far-fetched what we eat in children. That's not far-fetched.
Look at how gone they are. They don't even have no respect for themselves, man.
They would
You know?
definitely do that.
And honestly, a lot of them don't even deserve their children, man. The way that they bring them up. They got their daughters shaking their ass on social media. with them, acting like that shit's cool, buying their daughters all kinds of slut fucking clothes, you know, teaching that they don't need a man, you know.
You got kids screaming Pound Town and all the other.
They're on demon time.
Yeah.
Fucking little bastards, man. It's at the point where you can't even trust a fucking 12-year-old. You know, you can't even trust a 12-year-old around you, man. Like, that little bastard got a knife or something? Does he got a bunch of them? Am I gonna get jumped by a bunch of 12-year-olds stabbing me or shooting me?
A 12-year-old will kill you today.
Yeah.
When you go to certain cities, Chicago, LA, etc. This is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 19. Through the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of fire. No man shall spare his brother, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm.
Right, every man for himself.
Every man for himself.
Even if you gotta eat your fellow man, that's what it's gonna come down to, man.
And it's cases in history, people will cut off small slices of flesh off of people or themselves and eat it just because they was hungry. So imagine you see somebody legit eating themselves, cutting off little small pieces of themselves over time and consuming themselves.
And this is found in the good book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? This is found in the
goodness,
good
that's
book,
crazy.
man. How many of you Christians, tomorrow when you go to church, it's probably going to be the only day of the year you go to church besides Easter, which that's bullshit as well. How many of your pastors are going to be bringing any of these scriptures out, man?
It said it was written within lamentation and mourning and woe.
Yep. How many times are you going to be passing the bucket around to get the donations? You're there once a year, you're going to put a 50 in there, or 20, or a $100 bill, or some fucking pocket change. People are ridiculous. That's why you need to die. You're too simple. Okay, like these dumb, like get Isaiah 1 and 3.
Yeah, because the Lord loves the none, but he who dwelleth with wisdom. So the Lord don't love you if you're not dwelling with wisdom.
It's Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Right. So the Lord is comparing you to these animals. Okay, simple animals, a donkey and a cow. Okay, keep reading.
But Israel does not consider. But Israel does not know. My people doth not consider.
So the ox knows who his owner is. The donkey knows who is what does it say? His ass's master's crib.
Yep.
You know, I seen a video the other day on social media where a donkey was separated from his owner for like a couple years, and he went and seen his owner, and the donkey was literally like crying and like rubbing himself all over his owner and shit. You Jakes, you don't even have that kind of attachment to the Lord, man, right? At all. But you'll have that kind of attachment to the leprosy, the leper Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
Just like lambs and goats and other animals. When you look at them on them farms, they're like pets. You know, they know.
Because not all farmers treat their livestock like these fucking corporations do, man. Some of them actually care about their animals, and they have a connection with their animals, man. You know? But they also understand the business side too.
Everybody not like Charles and White.
Not everybody's got their cows in little jail cells with machine pumps pumping them.
Like the one dude was he had the hole on the side of the cow, man.
Oh,
That was crazy, man. That was crazy. Go ahead, though.
Verse 4. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers.
And the scriptures say that your iniquities has separated you from your power, man. So the more that you want to sin and reject the door of repentance, okay, the further deeper you're going to go. That's why our people are the wicked trendsetters these days. Here it is. You literally have the devil in the flesh and power. Our people are always the ones that are setting the wicked trends now. You know, you see Jake. He's getting more tattoos than ever. He's doing. You listen to his music. It's all vile and filthy, man. It's nothing but hatred towards his fellow man. Okay, selfishness. Always, and a lot of you simps coming up with excuses for these fucking women, man. The women got tattoos all over them, man. I think that's disgusting when I see a woman with tattoos all over them. Like, what the fuck are you, a little gremlin demon fucking hybrid? Go ahead.
Let's the book of Micah, chapter 7, verses 10.
A woman's supposed to be beautiful, man.
Right.
Right? How the hell is that beautiful when you're putting all these fucking weird ass illustrations all over yourself? With the cum bucket eyebrows. You got eyelashes.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 7,
That's
verse
right.
10. The eye that of mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her now shall she be trodden down as the miles of the street. And there's been more judgment going on these females. Like more and more you hear more harsh judgments. You know, they get shot by their spouses, their boyfriends, or
Exposed on social media.
kidnapped. Like they get killed.
I guess that's one of the good things about the technology and everything being recorded now, man. When somebody gets what they deserve, it can be put out there.
Yeah. Brother did a video the other day. Three Jakes killed a woman and set her body on fire.
Damn.
Yeah, this is verse 4, Isaiah chapter 1. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward.
And this society will justify their wickedness, man. You know, get back into that topic. I seen some murder mystery show, whatever the fuck it was, and this one woman got murdered by her husband because it wasn't a murder, it was an actual killing. It was it was justified. You know, the family was sitting there acting like she was so sweet in that. Come to find out, she was sneaking around with her ex. You know, and her husband found out, and he just fucking went crazy.
She was an adulteress.
Yeah, an adulteress, and they're making this guy out to be this horrible fucking person, man.
But she should have been put to death.
Exactly.
And the way this world is set up,
He's in cold blood. No, it was in warm blood.
You're right.
That was warm blood. It was hot blood.
Because like
Stabbed the living hell out of the
where's the justice?
Yeah.
You know, like where is it? Well, what should happen?
you're right. What's the consequence?
Yeah, and the scriptures tell us that. The scriptures tell us that. So in a righteous society, she got her judgment. But this is not a righteous society. You know?
Because he found out that because they recently had a child, you know, and it came about that might not have been his,
I've been seeing a lot of stories like that.
and it was actually his exes or her exes or something. I can't remember how the story went, but yeah, that shit happens quite a bit.
Often.
But this
A lot.
society paints that out like, you know, they don't look at the root cause of it, because that's really what the laws of the Heavenly Father does. It's the root cause of it, man. Well, why did that man kill that woman? Well, because she was sneaking around. Well,
Because order brings the land to wickedness. And that's all you see.
Hey,
Esau will tell you got to go through the court system and give that bitch half.
all right, what about this? It's a story, right? A man came out. He was married to his wife for about 20 years. They had multiple kids. Come to find out, wasn't none of them kids says that he couldn't even have babies. Because he went to the doctors and they basically said, he wasn't able to have children. And now he like, hold on, I got all these kids. So now he went back and started getting them all tested and what none of them is. Now imagine you sat here and raised a kid for 15 years and got
both other young kids up under him, and ain't none of them kids yours, and you find out it's a man that been in and out your house, it's been to family gatherings and all of that. So
Hey man, I got a coworker who
that's messed up, man.
was with his wife for like 17, 18 years, and when his dad died, he got an inheritance. And as soon as that check came in, she divorced his fucking ass, man. 18 years, had a family and everything, man. You can't. Ugh.
Can't trust him, man. In this society, you'll commit adultery by mistake. This is an adulterous generation. You go talk to a woman, think she's single. Will she tell you she's single? Whole time she got a baby father, a boyfriend, and a side piece, and now she go give you some.
Well,
Yeah, you can't trust these hoes, man.
Can't trust them.
Wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth. Okay, because you know, a lot of the pollution, you don't even see it. You're breathing it in, you're smelling it, it's getting in your eyes, it's getting in your pores. It's everywhere, the pollution, man. Is wickedness.
And it says, such as an adulterous woman, she eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness.
I won't get that. No, that's 2 Peter 3.
But this is why I'm about to get Second Peter. Let's look at Second Peter chapter 3, verses 13. Nevertheless, we, the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's what we want. You know, so actually live the right way. You know, and actually flourish in peace.
Babylon means
Of course, the
confusion,
Spirit
man.
of the Lord.
You can't trust anything in this society, and that creates you that puts you in a state of paranoia and confusion, man. Always double fact checking everything.
Hey, something as simple as walking down the street and grabbing some fruit off the tree is satisfying.
Con.
You can't even do that shit in certain parts of Babylon.
We have no, you can't even breathe freshly here.
And I remember when I was younger, we used to have fruit trees.
Man, when we was kids, we used to throw apples and stuff.
Yeah, we had apple trees,
apples, pears,
berries.
Sling 'em.
Yep.
In New York, in New York, they fucking jacked the cost of a hunting license up so much, it's not even profitable to go hunting it and getting your own food, man. If you want to do that, because I know somebody who used to do that. You know, they go for a couple weekends in the fall, and they got this giant ass freezer where they put venison in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to last them the whole winter instead of going to the fucking store every week. And it's a lot better, tastes a lot better.
And then there's videos coming out where like there's chemicals coming out of bowls and shit. Like they just constantly polluting, 24/7, polluting the earth, polluting the air. You wonder why it's more and more chaos.
Then you got this devil saying that the breath that comes out of our mouth is worse than
I've seen that.
the carbon emissions.
Well, stop fucking poisoning us, nigga.
You messing up. Us breathing alone is messing up the
He's
planet.
using that as excuse to say that there's too many of us.
That's-
We know the agenda, man. We know your wicked agenda. This is Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. Okay? So that's them, man. You could catch them in the act, and they didn't do no fucking wrong, man.
If you got one, Gabar, we're gonna close on yours.
Psalms chapter 34, verse 14. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry.
Yeah, Rajazaya mentioned peace. You know, we kind of get. They talk about us because they try to bring out the negative, so-called negative things we say, which we don't really say any. We don't say anything negative, but they kind of talk down upon us because we're pleading for harmony, righteousness. You know, clean food, water, and air, a righteous society. You know, to be holy. But in the midst of that talk, you know what we say, we have to say what's going on the left hand side.
and how the left has to be destroyed.
Yeah,
You know?
because we are complaining.
Yeah, and it's the Lord told us to complain. He said, set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And that mark was to be exempt from the judgment, so when he does destroy this place, that those men are excused.
But this society tell you the way that you should complain is by going out and voting.
Yeah. I hate a nigga that don't vote. Nigga, shut up.
You put misses from the fly.
You got more?
And peace, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and this truth is peace, because when it finally does all come crashing down, we gonna have a peace of mind and know we gave effort, and we did what we could, and we did what we had to do, and we gave great efforts to seek and please the Heavenly Father and His Son, and we gonna have confidence in our faith and hope, and our treasure is the fear of the Lord. So we gonna have peace when everybody's scared to death.
Right, when you're on faith and instruction, you beat your laugh, or as well,
Yeah.
you need to be those men.
People killing each other, screaming and shit, we gonna be sitting there calm. Remember, we've been waiting for this. Why would we? You know, we've been waiting for a long time. Some a lot longer than others, but yeah.
Yeah, so with that, Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. All right, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. Lord willing, we'll see you brothers next week.